Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Jessica Moore. Welcome to our Better Together special as we celebrate the season. We're so glad you're spending part of your holidays with us. Over the next hour, we'll be taking a look back at some of the stories and people that exemplify how we really are better together. Communities coming together, generosity of spirit, celebrating the human and holiday experience.
And what better way to kick off a holiday show than with a holiday parade? I'm Noelle Lilly. I hope you're all enjoying this wonderful time of year. Just a few weeks ago, I got to enjoy a seasonal spectacular in the heart of Harlem, the Harlem Holiday Light Show.
For uptown New Yorkers, you don't have to venture below 59th Street for some holiday magic.
Holiday Light Festival!
More than 20 colorful floats made their way for over a mile down 125th Street. Floats representing local groups like the Universe Soul Circus, Councilman Yusef Salam, and the legendary Apollo Theater, which is currently under construction and expected to return next summer. This year's Grand Marshal is actor Malik Yoba.
Yo, I'm a Harlem son. I ran up and down these streets as a kid. I filmed all over here. So as a kid who ran up and down these streets, to be here in Harlem, knowing that we actually have a holiday parade.
And Harlem's Main Street is now decked out with holiday-themed lights at each intersection. It was designed and organized by the 125th Street Business Improvement District, who gave me a sneak peek this week at months of preparations.
We start literally at the end of January, February, the planning starts. The committee starts, and the programming, the brainstorming on the programming happens.
Organizers say it's great for business with extra foot traffic and toy giveaways for families in need. FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker spoke alongside new on-the-job firefighters, some of whom got pulled away from the parade for an emergency call.
It's a wonderful thing about the fire department. We feel the love of New York City wherever we are, wherever we go, and tonight's no different. We see the kids, you're looking at them right there, they're looking at the firefighters and thinking, one day I want to be like them.
And some little Harlem neighbors told me what their favorite part of the holiday is.
It's so nice.
What do you like about the holidays?
Because we get presents from Santa.
If you missed the parade, the good news is the lights will remain on display through the new year.
Thank you, Noelle, and happy holidays, everyone. I'm Natalie Dudridge. Well, it takes a lot of hard work and a little holiday magic to bring the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to life. And we got a chance to stop by one of Santa's workshops and meet his creative helpers who were very busy dreaming up and building the floats that wowed us all at the parade.
Here we have a music box ballerina. She is us biting into a Lindor truffle. It's basically that moment of bliss.
Inviting us on board, Macy's Director of Creative Production, Brendan Kennedy, gave us a preview of this year's newest floats. And yes, I was secretly hoping this entire grand staircase was made of chocolate.
Please tell me that I can actually bite into this.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if I were you. We'll get you. I'll get you some chocolate.
But around every corner is a sweet surprise, like this viral collector's fan favorite.
She is the icon. She is the moment. Labubu. I would say the Labubu here is about 800 times the size of a regular Labubu. You do want to touch it. It's so furry. It's so soft. Yeah, can you reach? Oh, it's so nice, right?
Okay, now come with me. This one is kind of scary.
Macy's and the team from the popular show Stranger Things built this life-size monster, the Demogorgon.
And it's a real testament to everything we do here, from welding to carpentry, bringing puppetry to the parade.
Okay, making sure he's not alive.
He's not alive.
But if you do need to escape the Demogorgon, you could always hide inside this Lego Bricktastic Winter Mountain.
We worked with our friends at Lego to make sure that anyone at home could build this true float out of Lego pieces themselves. It would take about 2,500 pieces, so it's on you.
Speaking of how many pieces and people it takes to put this whole parade together, 8,000, including volunteers.
We have a total of 36 balloons. We have a total of 17 floats. We have 11 marching bands. We have 20 performance groups. We've got a variety of spectacle, over 600 clowns.
And this year includes 7 new floats, or should we say 6.1, because of this one size.
And while this year's parade is already a magical memory, there's another holiday tradition still chugging along. The annual holiday train show in the Bronx at the New York Botanical Gardens. Our John Diaz is sounding the all aboard.
The holiday season is right on track at the New York Botanical Garden. All aboard! Right this way! Where the legendary holiday train show is rolling into its 34th year of festive joy.
We have nearly 200 replicas of amazing New York City landmarks set amidst in between trains that run all throughout the shows.
Nearly a mile of track winds through a miniature city in bloom, with trains weaving through every borough. And it's not just adults who are amazed. 11-year-old Charlie Lowndes of Brooklyn is loving it.
It's cool that it's like in a garden. Like, it's really cool to see a small version of the Statue of Liberty.
New this year, 2 fresh additions built by hand starting back in the spring. The Delacorte Theater in Central Park, home to Shakespeare in the Park, and the Whitney Museum of American Art.
Captures the grandiosity of the building, and when you're down there by the High Line and you see it, it kind of unveils itself the same way that when you come to the train show.
Every tiny landmark is made entirely of plant materials.
Just something so magical about this miniature world that we create.
Laura Bussadolan is the president of Applied Imagination, which created the show. She says buildings can take anywhere from 300 hours to 1,000 hours to make.
Oh, there's no shortcut to this. Artists that start with us, they have to train for 2 years before they can even be set off to create one of these buildings on their own.
It's joy, tradition, and a touch of New York magic, all under one roof. And while this year's holiday train show is just starting, organizers say they're already having conversations about what they plan on adding next year.
Hope you'll stay with us. There's a lot more to celebrate straight ahead.
Chew with your mouth closed, that is a great table manner to have.
How do you feel about talking to me? I'm a stranger.
I'm like, how special that someone also is taking their time to do this.
Holiday gift.
My first train set from my grandfather.
Anything custom is always really nice.
Oh, favorite Christmas gift. I have to say my dog. Probably jewelry from my husband. The best holiday gift I ever got. Well, that's a tough one.
I think the best holiday gift I got was like Pokemon cards or something.
I think just family being together.
A car. That's a good gift.
My best holiday gift is probably my family. It's a holiday isn't good without family.
Here's hoping the holiday gifts you give are as gratifying as the ones you get. Welcome back to Better Together as we celebrate the season. In the weeks leading up to the holidays, CBS News New York joined with our local partners at Wegmans and the Community Food Bank of New Jersey for fundraisers and, of course, our annual turkey drive. The need to address hunger and food insecurity has never been greater, and our newsroom family was happy to step up for the cause, raising money and awareness and having a great time in the process.
Happy holidays from CBS News New York.
And every time the bell rings, somebody has donated.
You know, Vanessa, you and I predict things I didn't predict. We're gonna get a lot of turkeys today.
Let's make some noise!
So we're asking people to do $1, $3, $5, whatever you can do.
Thanksgiving isn't just about giving thanks, it's about giving back. We are here collecting turkeys for the what number, Dave?
Ooh.
The 25th.
25th.
Why is it important for people to help out around Thanksgiving?
To give people food and be kind.
We cannot believe how many people have come to support this cause. How many more turkeys are going to put in the bin? 14.
Thank you. You know what, Doug? The turkeys are frozen, but there's such a warm feeling here.
It's just a really nice way to give back to the community.
I feel so good about this because we're in a position where we can help people.
I had a feeling you guys were saying something about my bagging skills, but I did it okay, right?
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Really want to thank CBS 2 for everything that they're doing, and come on out and support.
Come see us in January, February. We do need help year-round.
And this year's drive saw a big increase in donations at Wegmans and more than 6,000 turkeys collected for the Community Food Bank of New Jersey.
Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Lisa Rosner. Food is such a big part of how we celebrate almost everything, including this past September when we celebrated Rosh Hashanah. Some of the recipes central to that holiday are centuries old, but some people are putting a more modern twist on it to help bring the traditions to people of all ages.
At 26 years old, Robin Weiss is mixing things up from the old-fashioned cookbook. The kugel recipe she learned as a child is now her staple. She founded Kugelas, teaching people how to make the traditional Jewish casserole.
My mom is no chef, and neither was I really growing up. And that was just like the one recipe we brought.
For Rosh Hashanah, she makes an apple pie kugel and pumpkin cheesecake. The comedian shares Jewish pride in the more than a dozen kugel recipes in her cookbook with a pinch of humor. It honors her late grandmother, a Holocaust survivor.
So it's a way I can share my grandma's survival story. I always was so inspired by her.
Some recipes have evolved over generations, but there are holiday staples that remain the same, especially during Rosh Hashanah.
As he writes in the worldwide collection of recipes, The Jewish Holiday Table, even when Mitchell Davis's family moved from Teaneck, New Jersey to Toronto, the meal was the holiday. His includes honey walnut cake and a round challah with honey and raisins.
For us, the roundness was the cycle of life, the start of the new year, and the sweetness was for prosperity and a good luck.
In the later 20th century, as women entered the workforce, Megan Scoury of the American Jewish Historical Society explains more families started ordering meals out. Lately, she says people are returning to their collection to rediscover recipes from kosher Chinese to Creole to Peruvian.
We actually have a copy of the oldest Jewish American cookbook that was published in English in 1871. There is a recipe for kugel in it. It's spelled a little differently than we're used to, Coogle.
Judaism is my passion. It's the most amazing thing that I was born into.
As they say, Lashana Tova, to a sweet new year.
Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Carolyn Gussoff. Elementary school kids also learned some new practices surrounding food recently, trading in their cafeteria trays for tablecloths, learning about the traditions of good manners and conversations perfect for holiday gatherings.
The cafeteria at Cherry Avenue Elementary is all dressed up.
Thank you.
And so are the students in formal attire, suited for fine dining, at tables dressed in China-style plates and utensils. But today's menu isn't just about what's on the plate, it's what's being served up around the table.
Do you say, give me a roll, or should you right, may I please have a roll?
Conversations with grown-ups, educators, police officers.
Can we join you? Yes, we have 2 open spots.
Elected officials and business owners.
Chew with your mouth closed? That is a great table manner to have.
A grassroots effort by the Sayville School to get back to basics.
We feel, especially coming off of COVID, as well as the overuse of technology, we're really lacking those old-fashioned values, the human connections.
Students are practicing etiquette and proper table manners they learned from peers in higher grades.
It's not just putting a napkin on your lap. It also is about the way you act, how to be friendly to each other, eat correctly, to be polite to the servers, and to not have your elbows on the table. Please and thank you.
And to talk and listen to each other, a lifelong lesson plated with care.
Thank you.
We really felt like caring and kindness and being courteous and learning how to just interact with each other like we used to before COVID was important. Just making eye contact and talking and eating properly is a part of back to basics.
And a fine dining experience should end with appreciation for those who prepared the meal and the company it's shared with.
Cheers! Happy to sit down for a meal with those kids anytime. And we'll be right back.
Worst gift? Clothes that I'm not crazy about.
Like socks. Not a fan of them.
Just having someone else who's like, yeah, I believe in you, I believe in what you're gonna do, is really such a blessing.
The worst? Oh, I got coal one year. Coal, right? My parents thought it was so funny, but I did not.
I got soap.
Oh, I can't tell the worst because then the gift giver is going to be on to me.
I wouldn't want to insult anybody.
Worst gift? Clothes that I'm not crazy about.
You know, like socks. Not a fan of them.
A pair of purple leather gloves. I have not gotten the worst Christmas gift.
Then I don't get to spend time with family.
Welcome back and happy holidays. Thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate this season. I'm John Diaz. Hopefully no one was on the naughty list this year, you know, no coal in anyone's stocking. But consider this when you're shopping this season, keeping in mind that sometimes the simplest gifts can really be the most impactful, and the love and hard work that goes into making handmade candles. For 29-year-old Frank DeMarco, work has never felt or smelt this good.
The only job I've been in where you smell better leaving than you did going in.
He is one of the first employees at Candleworks, a Bethpage shop where every soy candle is handmade by people with developmental disabilities.
I'm comfortable here in a way I haven't been at my past jobs. I think I just click with it.
The team handles everything from pouring and labeling to packaging the products. Right now, it's their busy season, producing a couple hundred candles a week before the holidays.
Starting the day, starting with the raw materials and having something cool at the end of it.
It's not a machine doing it, it's everyone doing it by hand. Who's making the candles? It just has more meaning to it.
The shop opened within the last 3 years through an organization called Adults and Children with Learning and Developmental Disabilities, designed to give people like Frank and his co-worker Avaisha a place to build skills and confidence.
I feel good coming to work because I have a job that I like.
But the chief administrative officer says here, it's not just about pouring wax.
That was scary, huh? You can't trust everyone.
Employees help with social media, come up with the scents and names themselves, like Pumpkin Pie, chosen by Frank, and Snow Angel by Avaisha. They even sell them at local fairs.
They're actually part of the creativity part. This shows that it can be done. And we've done it successfully, and we think others can do it as well.
A little wax and wick are creating big change, one hand-poured candle at a time.
Now to the story of a treasured class ring, lost to the waters of the Long Island Sound for nearly half a century. But as Carolyn Gussoff tells us, a holiday gift came early for its owner this year with this surprise discovery.
Dave Orlowski hunts for history and treasures. His metal detector has unearthed dozens of jewels, their owners unknowable.
I don't do it for money. I do it for the thrill. You never know what you're going to pull out.
But weeks ago at Cedar Beach in Mount Sinai, he pulled out a priceless treasure, complete with an ID.
It said Alfred Di Stefano, class of 1969, Fordham University.
He then went on another hunt. He contacted the Facebook administrator for Fordham class of 69, and within hours,
Al sent me a message and I said, "Did you lose your Fordham ring?" And he said, "Yes, a long time ago."
Actually, 56 years. The ring was shipped to Alfred Di Stefano in Texas, where the retired doctor had his postman record the reunion.
I lost it again. That's pretty cool. You got it back after 50 some odd years? 56 years. This is a miracle.
In 1969, he recalls watching the sunset on a pier near Cedar Beach.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember watching it slip off my finger into the water.
It's now a keeper.
It's great. I haven't taken it off since I got it. I figured, you know, if I make it another 56 years, it'll be on my finger. You know, they could bury me with it.
Orlowski could have sold it for scrap, but thanks to his wife, decided it's worth far more than its weight in gold.
She said, well, if it was your ring, you would want it returned, right? And I said, question answered right there. It makes me happy that it made him happy.
Its odyssey ended almost exactly where it started. The ring was found buried about a foot deep. With the help of good hearts, a treasure found its way home.
And speaking of making connections, several times this past year, CBS News New York set up camp in local communities in the form of a pop-up newsroom. The goal was to meet our neighbors and viewers face to face, hear their stories and concerns, and show how we really are better together.
In Brighton Beach last summer, our Hannah Klieger made an important connection with viewers.
We switched to Channel 2.
And at the New York Auto Show, after the CBS News team put the pedal to the metal, It was boots on the ground for another face-to-face connection.
You kind of make it feel like it's a family.
This is the CBS News New York pop-up newsroom in action. The goal? To hear directly from our viewers, learn about their community concerns, and listen to story ideas. And we did just that at this year's Juneteenth celebration.
Hey, look who's here!
And at this year's AIDS Walk.
A big thank you to everyone who came out and spoke with us. We have lots more to celebrate coming up. Stay with us.
I really had this mental clarity that I hadn't had in a very long time.
Step right up and experience a piece of art history.
Welcome back to Celebrate the Season. I'm Jessica Moore, and we are so happy that you're spending part of your holidays with us. One gift we're all grateful for is the gift of good health. And that, of course, means good mental health as well. In our Breaking the Stigma series, Cindy Hsu highlights a variety of programs that can offer help and guidance.
I really had this mental clarity that I hadn't had in a very long time.
I struggle with depression. I don't always get a chance to get out the door, right? I feel like it's in a safe space, in a community that's not judgmental.
It just kind of helps wash away, some of all these other emotions.
For Sharon Liu, Mick Arrieta, Narisara Vanishanan, it was a day of warm sand, soft rolling waves, restorative movement, and supportive affirmations.
You guys repeat after me. I choose to be present.
This is the setting for surf therapy.
There's a lot of great tools that you can use every day, not just in the water. I have been a surfer my whole life. I've been in and out of traditional therapy my whole life.
Gina Gerlando is the founder of Ride the Tide.
And sometimes I felt like I just didn't want to talk. I just wanted to do something that was calming, or, talk about things in the lens of surfing.
She says surf therapy can help people who struggle with anxiety and depression, PTSD, those who've experienced sexual trauma, and even children who've experienced loss. Sessions include a land component that encompasses art, discussions, and a yoga-like warm-up before hitting the waves.
Even getting to the beach sometimes can be a challenge for people dealing with certain mental health issues.
Surf therapy facilitator Ashley Fallon.
We talk about challenging yourself when you're in this program as you're comfortable, and that's what these programs can be, as a way to kind of move past any blocks that you might be having.
Therapists say surf therapy should not be a first line of treatment for mental health issues, but adds research supports that being in and around water does provide positive changes in social connectedness and depressive symptoms.
At the end of the session, I feel like just more calm. It's just like a switch that turns on.
I think it's part of healthy self-care, which doesn't get talked about enough.
It sounds corny, but feel one with it. There is just a sense of peace that happens.
Sometimes just a simple conversation can make a big difference for someone in need of connection and direction. Never hesitate to ask for help. It's actually the bravest thing you can do. And keep your own eyes open. There may be someone ready to listen in the most unlikely places.
How do you feel about talking to me? I'm a stranger.
I'm like, how special that someone also is taking their time to do this.
This is the Grandma Stand, a free pop-up where wisdom of the ages, along with a healthy dose of kindness, is dispensed by a rotating group of grandmothers to anyone willing to take a seat.
Hi, I'm Grandma Susan. Have a seat.
They're not therapists, but the listening and empathy and presence and disarming nature of a grandmother is, I think, people, it opens them up.
Mike Matthews started the Grandma Stand 6 years ago with his own grandma, Eileen. Its original incarnation featured her over Zoom. He says she loved talking to people, and people loved her back. Grandma Eileen lived to be 102.
We've heard that loneliness is an epidemic, especially with seniors. How did this help your grandmother's mental health?
100%. She says it extended her life. That's not FDA approved, but she said that gave her just purpose.
So how did you find it?
I was scrolling on Instagram and I thought, what a powerful project.
Susan Isaacson was manning the stand on this brisk April day. She's a former social worker and a speech pathologist.
I think to understand that there's always a way to find help and to be able to connect. We've learned so many things living as long as we've lived, and why not share that with others?
Do you have any tips of like how to harness that anxiety and use it for good?
Well, I'm a big fan of journaling.
Tell me, what did you get out of Grandma's stand today?
She was very open, calming, asking all the right questions to prompt you to kind of dig deeper.
How does this kind of even things out when it comes to disparity?
If you think about the people that normally would never walk into a therapist's office or would never reach out to improve their mental health, there's something about having this kind of anonymous grandmother on a street corner. It's just a love. I hope this also gives them a sense of like, there's something that I need to do more, and that hands over to the professionals.
And we'll be right back.
Come on out, it's wet, but spirits are high and it's gonna get better. Let's go shopping!
It's an amazing program. It teaches them a good lesson, us a good lesson.
I think it's really important to show community right now, especially now.
Community is extremely important because it is a journey.
To be comfortable with who they are, come out here, be super proud, and just embrace who you are and be within a community that supports you and loves you for you.
We can make connections. We don't even have to say anything.
It's the personal stories. It's putting a face on all of the stats and all the facts.
It's important that we continue to fight and be at the forefront.
I'm honored to be here at the Lustgarten Foundation's 25th annual Long Island Walk for Pancreatic Cancer. And what a turnout we have. This is amazing.
It's just a beautiful walk, and of course we're here to, support a great cause.
I want to give a shout out to my CBS New York family.
Come on out, it's wet, but spirits are high and it's gonna get better.
I'm here for them and all the others out there.
Thank you for the donations and for everything because it's going to a good cause.
Our thanks to everyone who walked with us, who donated their time, money, or even just good wishes. All these actions make a big difference to individuals and communities, no matter what the cause.
Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Christy Kalishian, and as you just saw, one of those walks was to benefit the Valerie Fund. And over the past 2 decades, the Valerie Fund has awarded about 1,000 scholarships to its own patients, helping change their lives and inspiring them to pay it forward by helping others. Here's a look back at some of those amazing success stories. It's the start of a new chapter for Willow DiFilippo, who just graduated from a 5-year psychology program at Montclair State University, all paid for by a scholarship through the Valerie Fund.
Just having someone else who's like, yeah, I believe in you, I believe in what you're going to do, is really such a blessing.
The Valerie Fund links families like DiFilippo's to nearby care for children with cancer and blood disorders. The now 22-year-old was diagnosed with cancer not once, but twice, at 11 years old, then in 2020 when starting college.
I cannot emphasize enough how important the scholarship is. It allowed me to just focus on school.
The Valerie Fund's executive director, Barry Kirshner, has seen the scholarship fund grow thanks to donors from just $12,000 and 16 recipients in its first year, 2006.
And here we are 19 years after the Valerie Fund Scholarship Program started, awarding $700,000 to 140 young adults.
It's allowed me to go back to graduate school.
NYU Public Health grad student Jessica Moreau has been living with sickle cell anemia and received care as a child through one of the Valerie Fund's now 8 facilities in New Jersey and New York. She's one of the scholarship's nearly 2,000 overall recipients, many of which are now pursuing careers in health and social work.
In my youth, they were there. Here I am as a 34-year-old woman, and they're still in my life.
DiFilippo hopes to get their PhD and work with pediatric cancer patients.
There are very few things in this life where you can truly say, I owe my life to this thing, but twice over, I owe my life to them.
Our message for our Valerie Fund Scholarship recipients is do your best. Do your best, have a great time, change the world, and remember that the Valerie Fund is always there for you.
The organization's goal is to grow the scholarship fund even more in its 20th year and the organization's 50th year in 2026.
Happy holidays. I'm Hannah Klieger. Sometimes a walk is for no other purpose than to benefit mind and body, and maybe find some inspiration along the way. We're happy to reintroduce you to a Brooklyn teacher who found more than just a destination coming from his steps.
He's exploring the city's most populous borough in a quest to find the places most people pass without ever noticing.
I started walking home from different schools.
Public school math teacher Christopher Burke grew up in Park Slope and in 2019 began a journey that would change the way he sees the place he calls home.
There were a lot of memorials all over Brooklyn that I never knew about.
Meticulously mapping his walks on a phone.
I got almost all of the western half done.
He often posts about his progress on social media sites like Instagram and Reddit, saying some of the responses are encouraging while others are skeptical.
I got a lot of feedback, some of it positive, some of it, jokes.
Captivated by signs of the city's past, he snaps photos of old trolley tracks, unique statues, and historic architecture.
And a lot of things are changing. I've been in Coney Island recently. It's all construction.
He showed me a place that tells a story almost forgotten.
This monument was erected by the Lithuanians of Greater New York back in 1957. That one surprised me only because Lithuanians is not one of the ethnic groups I think of.
This monument honors two pilots, Stepanas Darius and Stasis Girenas, who attempted a record-breaking transatlantic flight from Brooklyn to Lithuania before crashing in 1933, says historian Augustinas Žemaitis.
There are several monuments like this all over the United States of America dedicated to them.
Žemaitis documents Lithuanian heritage sites in the U.S.
Indeed, Williamsburg was once the center of that community. Many Lithuanians immigrated very long ago.
Back to Burke, these discoveries are the point of his effort.
It's a goal, it's not a mission. If I do it, great. If I don't, I'm getting a lot of exercise and I'm seeing a lot of Brooklyn.
Not just to map Brooklyn, but to truly see it.
There's so much more ahead as we celebrate the season. We'll be right back.
Why don't you put it on TikTok?
We didn't really realize it was blowing up.
I got 10 million views.
Keep your head up and always remember who you are.
There's an undeniable vitality to the holiday season. The decorations, the lights, almost everywhere you look, the artistry is just awe-inspiring. But that's what's so amazing about this city. No matter the time of year, there's a constant vibrancy with art popping up all over the place. A stunning example, some noteworthy pieces by iconic artists were rediscovered and given a whole new life.
Step right up and experience a piece of art history, thanks to Michael Goldberg.
We often joke, if you put writers together, they couldn't, make up a better story than this.
The year was 1987. An amusement park called Luna Luna opened up in Hamburg, Germany, by Austrian artist Andre Heller. You might recognize the iconic designs on its rides that were made by artists like Keith Haring, Jean-Michel Basquiat, and Kenny Scharf. It was only open for a few weeks. Heller wanted to bring it to the U.S. and sold it to a foundation.
And it got caught up in litigation for a period of time, but eventually the sale went through, and the foundation that bought it really didn't have plans for Luna Luna and ended up storing it in a ranch that they had in Texas.
It sat in 44 shipping containers for nearly 40 years until Michael Goldberg himself read about the neglected amusement park, met with Heller, and with the help of a team that even includes rapper Drake, it got funding to be reopened as a touring art exhibit. Luna Luna Forgotten Fantasy, that's now at the Shed in Hudson Yards.
Luna Luna would not be what it is without New York City and without, the artists that call New York home, and we're incredibly excited to have it here today.
New York is actually where Heller flew to when recruiting artists for his project that can now be enjoyed once again by those who are just learning about the artists, like Joyce Simons' 13-year-old daughters.
It's something that they haven't seen, like they've maybe seen in a book, but it's nice to have a connection to.
And those who've been admiring creatives like Keith Haring for decades.
I'm an 80s
80s kid, so I grew up like watching him.
And while the rides are meant to be admired and not ridden on, attractions like the Dali Dome, made by Salvador Dali himself, are interactive and you can walk right through them.
It's just an amazing art installation. I mean, it's just gives you goosebumps.
Luna Luna was set to run through January, but due to popular demand, the exhibit was extended through February 23rd.
I'm Elle McLogan, wishing you a wonderful holiday season. A hobby has turned into a masterpiece for a Queens truck driver. After working on an art project for more than 20 years, a small labor of love has transformed into a miniature city. And it's heading for the Museum of the City of New York, on display early next year.
You could put the pointed roofs on the houses. Usually the street's a little bit longer than that, but it kind of looks like a city block, you know.
63-year-old Joe Mackin drives a truck for work, but 2 decades ago, he stumbled upon a very particular passion.
I built this in April 2004, my very first building, right there.
Soon, balsa wood buildings became city blocks, and blocks became boroughs, carved precisely to scale. Before Google Maps, he found street views in library books.
Every inch is 160 feet.
Okay.
So the Empire State Building would be 7 3/4 inches tall. That's how I did it.
Every night after dinner, with paints, glue, trial and error, the cityscape grew on Mackin's desk to 342 panels containing nearly 1 million buildings, big enough to fill half a pro basketball court.
The materials are very basic.
Raised in Queens and now living upstate in Saratoga County with his family, he was focused on process, not publicity, until his daughter had an idea.
So why don't you put it on TikTok?
When he posted his first video, he said he didn't even think many people would see it, so he didn't really realize it was blowing up until I showed it to him.
I got 10 million views.
At that point, basement space was tight.
My wife is like, can you please get a storage unit?
Was there any street that felt especially important for you?
Yeah, kind of like my neighborhood in Middle Village. I couldn't wait to get there. I didn't even have to look at the maps. I knew every block. All right, there it is.
Most of the model is back in storage after going on display at a local fair. Now museums are showing interest.
My goal is to never bring it back here.
Though this project is complete, he's not ready to give up building.
This is just a part of me almost, you know?
Happy holidays. I'm Jennifer McLogan. Expression of the written word can be inspirational for the reader, and in this case for the writer as well. Inmates at a Long Island jail shared personal insights about hope, loss, and transformation through a novel art program that gives voice and vision for a path forward.
I used to write a lot before I got locked up.
Mateo Munoz, 20 years old, assault.
I don't want to spend another birthday in here.
Christiana Jackson, age 28, multiple DWIs. Both were incarcerated in the Yaphank jail and writing memoirs.
That was my favorite class. I love it.
Because it was like therapy for me. I didn't have anyone to really talk to.
For 3 years, volunteer author Andrew Visconti of East Hampton has mentored here and changed lives.
Who, what, when, where, but especially why. So I asked them to tell a story.
A scent that I would like to write about is the smell of freedom.
I said, people are going to judge. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
When you take them to a place that it's intimate.
To express themselves so that they can maybe dig a little deeper into some of the trauma they may have experienced.
A recent RAND research study shows inmates who participated in arts programs were less likely to reoffend after release.
Just be strong, keep your head up, and always remember who you are.
Messages to self.
I need to be more careful with the decisions I make.
I knew I liked to write, but I didn't give myself enough encouragement.
Now able to express themselves in new ways, taking their new skills to the outside world with humility and rededication, they say, to doing the right thing.
I'm in the steps of finding myself. Every day it's a blessing.
There's still more to come. Stay with us.
It's the annual stampede that leaves everyone, even spectators, with goosebumps.
Yeah, great, love it, let's go!
I just love the whole season. I loved it as early as it begins. It can start in September.
I started last year. I let her pick out an ornament every year.
I love the Christmas season.
Having everyone come over and doing fun games.
Getting together with family and enjoying the season. I have 3 boys
and we do Christmas breakfast every year. We do the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
I love food. We love food. My family loves food.
My favorite holiday tradition to go to a synagogue and pray.
We still like to spread good news and happiness, especially this time of year. People are looking forward to that.
Pray for peace for the world.
I'm Doug Williams, wishing you all a happy and healthy holiday season. And family court isn't usually what you'd think of around this time of year, but on Long Island recently, that all changed. A forever home for kids in need.
It's official.
Who would have thought that the most exciting moments at the Long Island Aquarium in Riverhead on Friday would come in a conference room? It's where Samuel Rodriguez Purnell was officially adopted by his foster parents.
He's been with us for about 3 years, and this has been a very long journey and a very happy day.
I've always gotten stuff that I've never gotten before, stuff that I've wanted for a long time. They treat me nice. Their whole family loves me.
Similar story for Chloe, adopted by her aunt who had been fostering her after, as you can see, she took full advantage of the free face painting at the aquarium, looking perfectly bedazzled as the judge makes it official.
It's very special to not just me, but for Chloe and our family, as she is now officially part of us.
The fun, of course, doesn't end there. The families and their newest members are given full access to the aquarium. Family court judge Frank Tantone says it's the best day of his year.
As family court judges, we deal with a lot of very difficult circumstances, but we have an opportunity to see the rewards of what we do.
Hopefully your holiday shopping is all wrapped up by now. I mean, it better be. But recently, some children on Long Island were given a unique opportunity to check off some items on their lists during a shopping trip they will never forget.
It's a holiday thrill with their favorite superheroes, the Grinch, Batman, Captain America. Rain drum down, no one seemed to notice.
Let's go shopping!
It's the annual Holiday Heroes and Helpers shopping spree.
I'm still thinking of what I should get Grandma.
Skylar, age 8, has a list. Her name is not on it.
My cousins really like Pokemon, so I'm getting this for them.
Chase is in 3rd grade.
The thing is special is because it's Christmas. I mean, it's gonna be Christmas soon, so that's why I'm giving my cousins and my brother presents.
Target and Nassau Police are making the gifting and time together possible.
It's an amazing program. It teaches them a good lesson, us a good lesson, in the holiday spirit and giving.
Westbury school counselors help pick 50 deserving children whose families may be struggling with food and shelter. What are you looking forward to this Christmas, if you could have a wish?
Probably for my family to be happy.
Nassau Police Officer Yolanda Turner.
When you see the list, and on that list are paper towels, water, soap, you get really, really emotional, and then you say, oh my goodness, these kids really care about their family. And it's just so beautiful to see. That's the joy.
Macaroni. We're home because when I come off the bus, I go to my grandma's house, and there's not a lot of food that I like.
Who's the candle for? Grandma!
Budgeting and buying, bringing bright smiles on this day filled with thankfulness.
And finally, a yearly tradition that never fails to send shivers down your spine and everywhere else for that matter. It's the yearly polar plunge to ring in the new year. And there's still time to dig out your swimsuit if you want to partake in just a few days. Christy Kalishian shows us what to expect.
It's the annual stampede that leaves everyone, even spectators, with goosebumps, making faces so numb it's hard to speak.
Yeah, great, love it, let's go!
How would you describe this feeling of going in? It's like a rush, I guess? I can't feel anything right now. And yet the New Year's Day tradition brings people back to Coney Island each year. While this January 1st may not have seen frigid temperatures like years past, it still sent thousands of participants shaking. Kat Lectowen ditched California's warmer weather and put on her polar bear suit.
Bucket list, New Year 2025 is going to be a great year. I think everybody should come at least and plunge once in their life.
One question though, why?
Just starting a new adventure for 2025.
It's the best year ever!
But this isn't all just for fun, it's for charitable causes across the area, like the YMCA and New York Aquarium. The Coney Island Polar Bear Club says it's raised at least $100,000 this year.
It's been going on since around 1902.
And the last 20 years or so, we've been raising money for nonprofits in the community, the Coney Island Polar Bear Club, along with the Coney Island Alliance.
We love it. That's it.
And this wind is doing no favors for anybody. It's making people feel much colder, but it is no match to the water, which is about 38 to 39 degrees.
It was cold this year, very cold. Colder than I expected.
It's great this year. Other than the wind, it's great this year. Yeah, I've done it when it's been in the teens.
And most newcomers we spoke with might have just started a New Year tradition. Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would.
Are you going to do it next year?
Yeah, I'll know once I get feeling back, because I don't have any right now. Like, you know, Titanic, Jack was right.
Some tried recruiting a new polar bear plunger.
Are you gonna go? Let's go!
Maybe next year. No promises.
Some brave, chilly, and happy souls there. This guy knows a thing or two about braving the elements. But it really was a community coming together, showing how we really are better together. We are so grateful that you took some time to celebrate the season with us today. There's information and links to all of these stories on our website, cbsnewyork.com. I'm Jessica Moore. For all of us here at CBS New York, we wish you health and happiness for the holiday season and a wonderful new year.